Oh, hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. Welcome back to Satisfactory. Oh, look, my head is fixed because my camera's in the wrong spot. We can't have that. We cannot have that. We simply must move this like over here and flip this one. Now it is fixed, aka wrong, which feels right. Welcome back. Aikilo says, we are weird, but our music taste isn't that bad. Us being Dutch people. No, I don't think you're that weird. Maybe a little weird. I think Dutch people are great. They love bicycles. What's wrong? I mean, what's wrong with loving bicycles, you know? It's like the most like green flag thing of all time. What do Dutch people love? They love like flowers, bicycles, and by this I mean these are all massive exaggerations, but you know, good city design. Anyways, welcome back to Satisfactory. Last time we were here, we were building a copper powder train specifically. We have to build the copper powder, but we were building a copper powder train. Between episodes, I went around and I fixed, hopefully, all of the signals. I set up an inbound station over at our base all the way over there. I started this outbound station, aka I built it. I put a little a column of power and a conveyor all the way down. And I also did a little bit of work on the bus to kind of keep things organized. So I think we're to the point where we need to automate copper powder to send it back to our bus to then make nuclear pasta. Why did you immediately think it was their love of bicycles that makes them weird? No, I think their love of bicycles makes them... I don't think it makes them weird like in a negative connotation. I mean, it makes them like it is a unique like it's like an identifying factor. Like Dutch cities have bicycles. Speaking of Dutch, I should be going to the Netherlands in November. Where to? Where in the Netherlands? Bye, Ecodros. Okay. We're going to go... So I guess the real question is, where do we want to build this on the ground? We decided that we wanted to use the copper ingot recipe that uses water because, if my math is correct, that will mean I need 1,280 ore per minute rather than 3,200 ore per minute. So then I'm going to need a shit ton of water. But that means a bunch of refineries to make that. And then a bunch of constructors to make that. So the first part, I think, should be close to the water. Because that's where you need to use the... You need to take the water up to meet the copper ore. There's some water. There's some water. I feel like this is a good spot. Maybe what we could do right here is do a little... This is really beautiful, actually. I'm Hot Mama's lurking. Sounds good. My partner's at a conference in Maastricht, south, right next to the Belgian border. So I'm along for the ride. Hell yeah. So what's the, like, I've actually been to the Netherlands twice. I've been to the Netherlands once, but I was in Utrecht and I was in Amsterdam. But I don't remember, it's been a couple years, I don't remember the, like, geography of the Netherlands and, like, where those cities are in relation to it. Does that make sense? What if we did a little... Like, is Amsterdam the very south of... Utrecht is dead center. Is Amsterdam the south or kind of gets right in the way, doesn't it? Yo, Cheese Mood. Thanks so much for the sub. 2 years. Amsterdam is Midwest. I remember Amsterdam is on the water, but I honestly could not tell you what body of water it's on. God, I spent like 18 hours in Amsterdam. So I really don't. Yeah, I think we need to move this power line. It was on the Amstel River. Oh, okay. I wish I would have remembered that. Delete that. Dope. It's near a body of water we created. It used to be a sea, but now it's a freshwater lake. Okay, so my thought here is build a big ramp up for the refining. Probably doesn't need to go quite so high, though. And then we can just pump the water out of there. Shamey, I was about to say, I feel like Amsterdam is the Timberborn of city builders. No. Timberborn is the Amsterdam of city builders. I said that wrong. With the amount of like the amount of like aqua projects, like is it called aquaforming? Like terraforming, but with like really aqua architecture. That's definitely the word. Okay, so now we need a bunch of foundations. Going that way. I can't use smelter. I can't use my wrong fucking button. My smelter array because I need to use refineries for this. Aqua texture. I really loved visiting the Netherlands. I spent like a week in Utrecht, which was cool. I would really like to go back. Spend more time. Unfortunately, I think my like highest part of my highest priority in terms of how do we want to do this? In terms of like if I were to get to go to Europe, the things you know what I need to do? I need to build a freaking I'm so sick of not being able to hover. I'm gonna build a power line just so I can hover close to it. Because this shit is so painful. We started manipulating the water around 1300. I believe 20% of total land mass is from places that were once under the water. Wow. Okay, now I can levitate. Come hike in our Cookie Crumble Mountains. So what I was going to say is the thing that's on my mind is like the thing I really, really, really want to do. in Europe is the like Chamonix, France, like Mont Blanc area. It's like the trail running capital of the world and a place I really just really want to visit. Like bucket list type trip. France is so pretty. The Alps in general, I just would really like to visit. Hi, Torch. How's it going? Holy crap. It's been a little bit. How are you? Okay, so what we're going to want to do here is each one of these takes... Oh, boy. So at 37 and a half... No. I got to redo some of my math that I did earlier. Just a little bit of it. I've only really been to Paris. I'd like to see more. I spent like 23 hours in Paris, which was awesome, but I also would really like to see more. Okay, so what we're trying to do right now is create copper ingot to create copper powder. So this is stage 1, but we should do the math backwards from the end. I want 780 copper powder per minute, ideally. But I'm going to settle for 400 with the option to then expand it. We take that number 400, we times it by 6 to get the amount of copper ingot that we need. That's 3,200. However, to get 3,200 copper ingot, we need 6/15 of that, which is 2/5, meaning 6/15 of 3,200 is 1,280 ore per minute. So another way to look at it would be this number right here, 37 and a half. How many times does that go into 3,200? That's how many machines we'll need? Fuck, you've got to be kidding me. What? I need 85 refineries? Nope, not that. These. Okay, let's try that math again. This time we're going to do it with, what was it, 97.5? 32? 93.75, fuck. Call it 93. We need 35 machines. Oh boy. Who had 46 minutes? Wait, were you guys betting in spoilery chat how many minutes into stream it would be before I figured out how many refineries I would need? I like how Ryan's math has become better after playing this. My math has always been okay. I'm very comfortable with this. This is just factorial math. This is I'm very comfortable figuring out ratios and stuff. What was that again? Was that 32? Who told you you could use the thing in here? That said, my math skills have taken my math confidence has taken a little bit of a hit after the blueprints episode that came out yesterday. Fuck me, man. Oh no, my math confidence is at an all-time low. So I need 34. Sorry, I need 35 machines because you have to round up. So with 35 machines, then how many am I going to need to do the next step? to turn them into copper powder. I'm going to need 3,200 divided by basically 30. I mean, if we do the math here. Copper powder. Chuck all 3 of those in. I make 125 a minute, but it takes 750 a minute, which is one entire full fucking belt. Holy shit. I have 20 clips saying otherwise. Did anyone else get better at math because of blueprints? Yeah. As I said, since when have you known about the the quick search button math bar? Since a very aggressive front seat. Not a front seat question, a front seat commenter. It was fine. Somebody just really wanted me to know about it, and just kept trying to break out of their chains. All right, if it makes you feel better, I'll never make fun of your math skills because I can acknowledge that yours are much stronger than mine. Thank you, Carly. Listen, we all have our talents. Math is not one of my talents. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is Carly has a talent that I will never have, which is that Carly is the most amazing gift giver I've ever met in my life. Truly. At 125 per minute, if you chuck it full of power shards, that means you need 1 full belt to run this. Yeah, I mean, this we should not do because this is just like 3 machines. It's 4 machines. And of course it's going to be more, but it's going to be like 400 divided by 5. So, what, 8 machines? Or divided by 50? 8 machines? So that part doesn't math. It's this math that sucks. I think. So if I copy and I paste this, does it chuck the power shards in there? It does. Cool. I do love to give a gift. God help me if I have to do math. Are we making machines that make machines in this game? Right now we're not. Right now we're making... So we're taking copper ore from the ground. We're turning it into copper ingots. We're going to take that copper ingot and turn it into copper powder. Take that copper powder and turn it into nuclear pasta. We're doing... right now we're just doing a bunch of math to figure out what is needed from each of those, like for each of those items. So it's not a crazy difficult like build I'm building right now. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to lay it out and everything. Because we're going to need, so how much water are we going to need? We're going to need 35 of these machines at 25 water per minute. That's the part that's gonna fucking suck. Holy shit. So if you take water, 120 meters of water per minute, they need 25 each. You can max that out so that it is 250% of 120, which is 240 plus 70 is 310. 310 divided by 25. Each water thing figures 12 of these machines, so you should probably just figure on 3 water machines. But that's like assuming everything goes perfect, which I don't know that it will. Okay. Let's try it, though. I don't even think I can go over that far this direction. So what we should probably do here is do it like Is nuclear pasta an actual term used in this game, or is it something we're calling it? Yeah, it's a real item. It's a real item. It's actually the farthest right item in the upper right-hand corner of the screen right now. It's an item I need to make. Nuclear pasta. It's a like particle accelerator type thing. So there's just no way I'm going to fit 35 machines that way. I could maybe fit 17 and then yeah, I've decided to fucking change things already. I accidentally deleted that power line. There we go. Done. So I think what we'll do here is put refineries like here. Hey, I have a front seat question for you guys. It's been a while since we've done this. How many more hours do you guys think I have in this game before I beat it? Front seat. At least 2 more? At least. I don't know an ugly way to do this, but I don't really care. Oh, I ran out of power. Fuck. There we go. Depends on you? I'm sure it does. I'm sure it depends on a lot of things. Like one of the stages, you know what one of the things I'm most looking forward to in the game right now? One of the things I am most looking forward to is currently our bus is wildly inefficient. And I am really, really looking forward to the moment when I get to go back sort of like to turn everything on and then go back down the line and see where it messes up. Because that is going to be a like, my guess is that that's going to be a 60-hour, maybe 40-hour, maybe 20. But like it's going to be a lot of troubleshooting. So much troubleshooting. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hazy is the only honest answer. Because you get distracted. I do. I get so very distracted. Somebody said 100. I'm seeing a lot of guesses from people who don't know the actual game, which is fair. Shammy, if somebody had a gun to your head though and said you had to pick a number, what would it be? Shammy, Uzai, what would it be? I ask mostly less out of curiosity and more out of like planning. Genuine guess, around 30 hours? Wait, what? That's amazing. That's way better than I would have guessed. Mog's guess was 100. You were the one I was like, I trust your answer. I don't, for instance, trust Carly or Ikilos' answers or Katilla's answers. Not because they're not great people, just because they don't know what the game is. Not lined up. I was going to say 40 to 50. Hell yeah, dude. Okay. I feel really encouraged by that. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel very encouraged by that. That's 10, right? 5, 10. Okay. So from there, we need to do 25 more. But I think the plan should be mostly to problem solve this shit first, design it, and then go from there. So what we'll need here is one of those. I'm so glad I'm not doing a full belt of copper powder yet. If If you really focused, I would say 10 hours. I'll take that in the spirit that it was meant, which means probably about 50 hours. Whoa! Out of here, buddy. Get out of here. What's your current time? I want to look at how long to beat. We are at 210 hours. Basically. Hi, Formy. How's it going? How you doing? $210 hours. Yeah, it's insane, isn't it? 210 hours. Crazy. So I think the way we would want to do this is put a splitter here, then start changing the direction. These are going to take... I don't even know that I'm going to have enough of these power shards. They're going to take 37.5 copper ore per minute. I would have guessed it's more hours than that. Dude, if you are here right now, having sat through any of the Satisfactory playthrough, you are a masochist. You are you're a master of endurance. You are... I've spent a lot of hours on this game. No, that's a merger. I don't need a merger. I need a splitter. So shout out to you guys for sticking through it. 780 divided by 37.5. 20.8. So I can do 20 of these machines with one full belt of copper? Jesus fucking Christ. We've only got 10 here right now. But I did say I needed basically 2 full belts. I need 1280. To be fair, you've a few fair hours off stream doing FICSIT stuff. Yeah, and I've also really enjoyed, I personally, I hope it's worked for you guys. I really have enjoyed, I've spent a lot of hours off stream, or, you know, a couple hours off stream doing, these are the pure ones. Doing like cleanup work. And I feel like that has been really helpful for me personally, and for keeping stream at least moving at least moving. I'm far behind on the blueprints episodes, but Spoiler Chat has made some top tier memes. Really? Dude, I hope I get to see those eventually. You fucker. Come back. Oh my god, it's hell out here. Woo! I did it. Hi, Nash. How's it going? The moment I heard this game was being played, I couldn't wait to play it. Ah! Please don't come in. Yeah. I do think there's probably a lot of... I've not done it myself. There probably is a lot of value to multiplayer on this game. I haven't done it myself, but... It's up here. I was like, where's the fucking thing? Welcome in, Nash. Needs 120 megawatts. Okay. Do I want to do that right now? Fucking sure. I'm sure there's power somewhat near me. Right there, for instance. I watched a couple minutes of your first Satisfactory video on YouTube. Decided to play it myself first. The game is a lot of fun. The game is a lot of fun. It's one of those games where it's like you either know that it's for you or you know that it's not for you pretty immediately, I think. I wouldn't pay this game even if I was getting played. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Gonna chuck this on here. I feel so lucky that I have the ability that you guys grant me the ability to play whatever I want. It's so good. I'm so lucky. I'm so thankful that in 1 year I can play, like, that I can play this game. I can play Blueprints, super puzzly. My mouse's battery is dead. That I can play Zelda. That's my USB noise, if you heard that. I know that they're not all like equal hits exactly, or that they like have such different audiences and people like tune in and tune out for them, but I'm just so thankful that it can work to do that. I know a lot of people are, you know, very like, a lot of streamers are very like kind of stuck or tied to one thing, which I'm sure is probably fun, but also can be hard. Yeah, we should have some copper over here. I probably should also grab these power shards if I'm being honest. Power slugs. Oh, you're good. You're good, Uzai. You knew what you were talking about. Just didn't get it quite right. Over here. There's a baddie. Can you guys hear Kingsley barking? We're getting really close to Tears being a year away. We're really close. I can't imagine enjoying a game you have to play every day of the week for years. I mean, some people are like ultra. It's kind of weird. Some streamers are like ultra specialized, right? Like they play like Toontown Rewritten, and that's the only game that they play because that's what people watch them for, or something like that. I mean, frankly, for Satisfactory, right? Like, people, there are people who are Satisfactory streamers. Why is that the game you thought of? Honestly, it's the game I thought of because I was listening to an interview. I don't know that I told this story back in the day when we played Toontown, but a few years, like 5 years ago, I was listening to an interview with somebody who was a full-time streamer who played Toontown Rewritten. At the time, I didn't know what it was, and at the time, I didn't know that we would eventually play it on stream. So things kind of went in a funny direction eventually. But I was listening to an interview with them. It was an interview about this sort of topic where they were talking about, like, do you have any advice for streamers? Like, should they specialize on a game, or should they, like, do variety type stuff. And the person was like, well, it's worked really well for me to play Toontown Rewritten because like nobody plays this game, but there's a whole like group of people who love it. Etc. So, hi Cassie, how's it going? And I remember listening to that interview and being like, I don't know, I guess that's an interesting thought. Also, this game sounds wacky. And then never thinking about it again. So this is Mark 3 Pure. Meaning that's the most amount of, like it's max belt. So I think these two belts are actually enough. I think this and this will be enough copper for our whole project here. I do have to belt it all the way over there, which is kind of a pain in the ass. Conveyor belts is too long. Why? I feel like they shortened the conveyor belt length. Chat, did they shorten the conveyor belt length on 1.1? Front seat question, yes or no? Hey, will you get out of here, buddy? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you needed to move. No. It was in the pool. What do you mean about in the pool? Oh, dang, they just feel shorter to me. Remember when we dragged our sulfur all the way across the fucking thing? All I have to do is go towards that. Flipping may occur? Well, sure. I'm sure it will. Hello? Oh my god, this is so annoying. There we go. We'll do it this way. Trinkets joke. Oh, it was in the pool. It was cold out. It was in the pool. Hi, Cassie. Yeah, we're going to play Prop Hunter on... oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Yeah, that didn't work. On Saturday. Why is this not grabbing power? Do you only grab power from the ends? You can't grab it from the actual lines? That's interesting. I'm realizing the further I get into this game, how I just get like more and more invested in how much I prefer to just like fly, to be able to hover. To be able to hover in one place. It makes building so much better. Okay, now I need to get across here somehow. God, the fucking fog here is crazy. Almost as if perspective is important. And just being able to keep your mouse steady. Like... when you're jumping, you constantly have to move it up and down. Oh, goodbye. Okay. See you later. Remembering that you don't have a hover pack is the hardest part of restarting. Fuck. Oh yeah, we got to change that, by the way. There's actually no stream on Friday. Let me change that real quick. I thought I did change it. Oh. Oh, no, I changed docket. Shit. Changed the wrong thing. There we go. Oops. Very professional streamer. Very professional. Oh my god. I probably should just do something like this, but that'll work, right? No, how do you do this? Ah! About to make this so weird. Sorry, guys. I'm focused. I'm focused over here. Ah! Thank you, Evo. Back up, back up, back up. Chill. Right. Okay. So we do, oh boy. We do have some alternate recipes we can use if we really want to. The hard drive. Gotta kill some local wildlife here. Can't argue with results, but I hate clipping into the cliff so much. I just wish there was a way to I don't know. I can't wait to get done with this game, mostly so that I can see how other people solve things that slightly frustrate me, you know? Like, I really would be interested in watching a pro at this game find a way to drag belts across a big space. Probably they wouldn't. They'd probably use either, like, truck stations or, like, some crazy shit like trains. You know, like, I can't wait to watch somebody who's way better at the game do this. Because I always think, it's fine. It'll just be like a 2-minute drag this across the thing. And then every time I drag the belt across an open space, I'm like, never mind. That was the most painful thing I've ever done. I'll never do it again. Okay, so this belt is technically full. This is about to be real ugly. But just drag it up the left side here. Tuck it in there. God, that's ugly as hell. Don't look at it. Tama. Oh boy. Fuck. Don't look at it. I'm looking at it. No, don't look at it. Don't. You're going to cause yourself, like, psychic damage by looking at it. Avert your gaze. Random, but I was just curious. Is Timberborn making you want to try out any other city builders / management games? I'm really loving that cursed playthrough. Absolutely, Carly. I feel like it really makes me want to do like... So, first off, I want to try a game that has like actual city... Not... Like... Maybe people who know the games can tell me if I'm wrong here. But my understanding of Timberborn is that it might be 12. A little bit more like, or at least my instinct, 13, is that it might be a little bit more 14, like colony manager than city builder, than like pure city builder. 15, I think. Is that 15? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So tell me if I'm wrong, if anybody knows the answer. But it makes me really curious to try something like City Skylines with like pure city builder type like resources and rule sets and stuff, you know? Like I want to manage some traffic. I want to ruin some people's drinking water. I want to be the reason some kids can't get to school because I don't build enough school buses. I don't know that that's how City Skyline goes, but because I know very little about the game overall. But my understanding is that you have to do like city planning and like traffic and stuff, right? Carly, I just spat my Spindrift on my own glasses. I think technically I spilled it out of my glasses and spat it out of my nose. Thanks for that. It came out my nose and then it came out of the glass and onto my... Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I feel like... So on the one hand, Timberborn is making me feel that way. On the other hand, it is also making me feel like, well, what if we did some like... You know, I just like it when games go wrong. So like your Planet Zoo, you're kind of like your Planet Zoo situation, with like limited money, you know, like a higher stakes. It makes me want to play Frostpunk again, for instance. I think that's 16, 17. 18, 19. Yeah, I feel like they're fun. I don't know. Games like that are great. That's not right. Do you plan on playing the other faction in Timberborn or trying hard mode? At this point, I do not think I will play other Timberborn on YouTube. I may off camera. But I at this point, I do not have any plans to do it on YouTube. Timberborn has been so much fun. It's also like, it's not getting like a shit ton of views or anything. So it's like, again, no regrets. I'm having fun playing it. But it's not like a series I'm doing to like pay the bills. That's for sure, you know? Probably am going to need more power shards. And again, I'm very lucky. And I like, that is not a reason I would ever, it's not a reason I would not play Timberborn. I still want to, obviously I want to play games like that are just intriguing to me because they're intriguing to me, not because of any other like financial or audience obligation. But it's never going to be the reason I don't play a game like that. It might occasionally be the reason that I like limit a series or don't just like devote another month to it. If I spend an extra month playing the second faction on YouTube, that's an extra month I can't get to something else that I want to get to, and that, you know. So why are these all being... Hold up. Is this a new 1.1 feature, chat? Let me talk through it real quick. Is middle mouse selector, front seat question, is middle mouse selector and then building where it automatically copies and pastes stuff? Is that new? In 1.1? Or has that always been there? Not new? Dang, why do I not remember that? Cool. Well, dope. It's auto-placing all of my power shards. That's great. I understand that. Just curious how much you were planning to do in the game. Yeah. I think for now, like, basically, I think if this playthrough fails or succeeds, it'll probably be the end of Timberborn on YouTube. With the option to come back again in the future, for sure. I also think Timberborn could just be a lot of fun to, like, play on stream, you know? I think a game like Timberborn could be... In fact, I think one of the things that is, like, kind of lacking by playing it on YouTube is the instant feedback of, like, Carly died. So we can yell at you live. Exactly. You can name your beavers after people in chat, and then they fucking die or do some dumb thing, or I kill them, or again, they die. And then you... That's built in, like, that's the sauce, right? Like, that's the good shit from these kind of games. So I need to make 35 of these, and I think I determined that I could do 21 machines, but I think what I will actually do is only do... No, we should just do 20 machines, right? We should do 20 machines on this one and then go again from there. Okay. This is such a monstrosity of a build. Any idea when or if the Nuzlocke would be back? I honestly would like to... Maybe... I'm debating trying it on the daytime streams when we get done with Dredge. Just to see how it works on daytime. Because I had a lot of fun with it, and then I just kind of ran out of time. But... Mog Demon says that the front seat question to that is actually hazy. Interesting. So it might have something to do with a 1.1 update, but I'm not sure. But hazy. Nope, no way. I'd love to be able to watch Pokemon live. Yeah. I think too, if we just like focused on it, like if we spent like a week or two playing it, I think we could basically beat the game and ban a lot of chatters. Like, I think one of the things I learned about the Pokemon, I don't know, tell me if you think this is true. Like, I think Pokemon Nuzlocke, where you ban, you name your Pokemon after chatters. If they die, the people get banned for a week. I think that idea works best if you play Pokemon for like a week, you know, or 2 weeks or whatever. Where it's like the bands have like the band's more impactful, the band makes more sense. People are tuning in every day to be like, did I get banned? Did I not get banned? That kind of thing, you know? Yeah, exactly. I think we're all on the same page. I think the ban, like, there was something really fun about the ban. It just kind of, the timeline of when I was streaming it was not working as well. It didn't work badly. It just wasn't, like, ideal. It wasn't optimized. As long as we can still watch with the ban. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's 20. They should all get the copper ore. Am I doing this math wrong? This math should be right, right? These are $7.80 a minute, I think. Yeah. It has to fill them all to 100, which is why it's doing this, but like... I think it should work. Okay, and then we got to figure out the next part. Ryan banned me once to test it. I can't confirm you can watch while banned, yeah. I think basically you also got to like lean into the bands, right? I think you got to lean into making the bands actually like meaningful. Like I think there has to be actual risk if you get your Pokemon, a Pokemon in Nuzlocke named after you. Actual risk, actual like reward, you know? I think having at least a couple days of like an actual ban makes sense. Yeah, of where you can't chat. And of course, like what will probably just happen is those people will just go chat in Discord, which I fully support. But what's the reward? Your name's on screen. There's a Pokemon named after you. I'm not the one. You guys are the ones entering the raffle to have a Pokemon named after you. If you don't want it, don't enter. Elite Four winners are VIP forever. Honestly, VIP for a year, VIP forever. That's actually very funny. That's a great idea. Ryan, how's your pocket luck been lately? Dude, Pokemon, this Pokemon TCG Pocket, this pack, the Eevee pack, is awesome. My luck has been okay. Meg's luck has been dog shit, which sucks because she loves Eevee. But she did get a full art, she got an immersive Eevee on her very first pack of the thing. So I don't know. How's your luck been? I think this is like one of my favorite packs they've done recently. I don't remember how many we decided here, but we're just gonna need junctions everywhere, so we're just gonna throw them down. Unrelated, does anyone want to help me make a site that accepts payment to put your name on screen? Tony's like, I'll type your name right now. For the right price, you can have your name on screen anytime. I'm glad to hear people would be down to bring Pokemon back. I was really sad about the like timing of losing it, but hi Lumella, how's it going?